Hello guys, and welcome back to Random Talks with the Rat. So before I get started, I just wanted to say that last week's podcast was a little confusing for some people because I may or may not have recorded it like a week before I posted it. So I was talking about like how I was going to have senior prom stuff. Like it already happened last week when it was posted. It already had happened, but in the video when I was like explaining it, it didn't happen yet. But anyways, I will explain my proms today because my friends were mad that I didn't explain the entire junior prom because I got sidetracked. Okay, exciting news actually. Today is the 20th podcast. Like, that's crazy. 20th podcast I've posted, and I went from 0 to 45 subscribers. I'd like to hit 50 soon. Not gonna lie. All right, so I have to give my friend a shout out. My friend Sam, if you're watching this, I love you. Sam watches all of my podcasts. She is one of my number one fans. And I appreciate you. I love you so much, Sam. Okay. And Nick, if he's listening with you, Sam, because, well, you guys do that sometimes. Whatever. So, let's get into it. First off, I'm going to start with junior prom just because I didn't really explain it in the last podcast, which was totally on me, totally my bad. But I just wanted to explain what happened because junior prom was so fun, literally so fun. So first I already told you guys this one in the last podcast. We went to the horse farm and we took pictures and stuff, and Evan's allergic to horses, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, a big party bus picked us all up, and we were all we were literally squished in the party bus. The driver, he came to the back and he was like, if I see anybody standing up in this bus, I will turn the bus around. And I was like, oh geez, calm yourself. It's literally a party bus. It's not a taxi. First, we couldn't connect at all. And then we were able to connect, and it kept disconnecting as the music was playing. So there would be a really good song on, and the beat was about to drop, and then all of a sudden it would just turn off. So that happened. But we still made the most of it. We were also so squished on the bus that there were some people sitting on top of other people because there was no room. But that's all right. It was still fun. And then when we got to the prom was on a boat. I'm pretty sure I told you guys this already last podcast, but prom was on a boat and it wasn't allowed. I don't know why. I don't understand why they couldn't do it, but the boat is supposed to not be docked. It's supposed to undock and go around, not swim around. The boat's gonna swim around. No, just kind of drive around on the water like a cruise. You're on a cruise. But for some reason, it was a last minute thing that they were nah, we're not gonna do that anymore. So we literally sat at the dock the whole time. And some of the tables had some really, really pretty views of the water and stuff. But the one table that I got sat at, I had a view of another dirty boat next to us. And it was dirty. It was real dirty. And it was not as pretty as the other views. But I did get a really, really good picture with my boyfriend by the sunset. And it was so pretty because there was the bridge and then the sunset. And then the photographer was taking pictures. And I was like, oh, can you take a picture of us? And then, yeah. So now I have a really cute picture. It's on my Instagram if you want to go check it out. My Instagram is in the caption of this video, actually. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. Actually, I might not have my actual Instagram in here. I might just have my little rat Instagram. Well, whatever. It's okay. But anyways, I posted on Instagram. And then, so for the dance floor, we were supposed to be wearing masks the entire time, except for if you were eating or drinking. But everybody took their mask off on the dance floor. So I was like, oh. Because there were a lot of administrators and police officers and stuff. And people just started to take off their masks and they just said nothing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then, so yeah, that was a lot of fun, the dancing. One of my friends, Marmar, this is your shout out. One of my friends, Marmar, crowd surfed. He doesn't even go to our school, but he decided to crowd surf. So that was fun. And yeah, so that's about it for the dancing. But then we'll go into the food. The food was probably the worst part of the night. So basically they had these sugar cookies with there's Instagram videos on the For You page or whatever for Instagram. And sometimes on my page I get these videos where it's a sugar cookie and then they put the icing on it and it like turns hard and it's like, it looks so good. And they had those, and they had it with like class of 2022 because that's our class. And it had that, and then it had like sparkles on it, and it looked so good. And so many people were like, oh, it's so bad, I hate these cookies. And I was like, literally give it to me. So I ate like 3. That was basically my dinner, because then when they brought, so in the beginning they brought out like an appetizer where like they brought out noodles, pasta with pink sauce. Oh, what's it called? I'm blanking. Whatever, pasta with pink sauce. You definitely know what I'm talking about. But anyway, no, I have to figure this out now because now this is stressing me out. So one thing came up. It says sugo rosa, but that is not what I'm looking for. Oh, vodka sauce. All right. Anyways, I had a brain fart. Couldn't figure it out. Vodka sauce. So they handed out some pasta, like small plates of pasta with vodka sauce on it, and I ate a few bites, and then I went to go get a sip of water and pee. I had to pee. Sorry if that was a TMI, but like everybody does it, so it really doesn't matter. But I had to go to the bathroom, so I got up from the table for a second to go to the bathroom, and then I come back to the table and my pasta was gone. I literally ate like 2 bites. Like these people, like, it's great that they're cleaning up the tables, but like I just got my food. Like there's a full plate of food on the table. Why are you picking up a full plate of food off the table? But so that was like the only good part of all the food. So then after I wasn't able to eat that, I then was like super hungry because like I hadn't eaten. I had pizza before just to hold me over just in case, but that was really it. So that was at like 4 o'clock, and we ate at like 8:30. So 4.5 hours of nothing. But anyways, so then they bring out the other food a little while later. They bring out more food that is like literally like, it looks like it was like frozen food that they just put in the microwave. It was literally still cold, like actually still cold. So it was, what was it? There were exactly 3 pieces of broccoli on everybody's plate. Exactly 3. Like nobody got more or less than 3. And then there was some rice, some steak, and some chicken parmesan. And they were all cold. So it was cold steak, cold broccoli, blah, 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 blah. So it was literally just a cold meal. And I was like, this is definitely something you can find at like Costco. Like this is not appetizing. And like the guys ate it because they eat anything and they were hungry, but I did not eat it. So those cookies were the only thing I ate that night. But then at the after party, and then at the end of that, we went back on the party bus, which, fun fact, it almost left me and Evan, because at the end of the prom, I was putting my shoes on, and Evan had to go to the bathroom, so I was like, okay, go to the bathroom while I put my shoes on. And we were, like, one of the last people out. I don't know why, like, literally everybody, like, sprinted out the door. I was like, how did you get your shoes on so fast? But actually, some people brought shoes. I just bring socks, but I didn't want to walk, like, on the pier in socks, so I had to put my shoes back on. Then when Evan came back out, we went to go back to the bus, because the bus was driving us to the after party, and we walk on the bus, and our friends on the bus were like, oh my god, we almost just left you. They were literally about to leave without us, so we would have been stranded. Love you guys so much. But the ride home was super fun. I mean, I was one of the people who had to sit on top of like the bench because we didn't have enough room in the party bus, but it was really fun. I sang along to all the songs and stuff. And then when we got to the after party, everybody was starving because like majority of the girls didn't eat the food and some of the guys didn't eat the food. And guys are also just like always hungry, so like they could always eat. Yeah, so we were starving. So what's funny is that the girl who threw the party, her family was having pizza for dinner, and some kids like went into the kitchen and like took slices of pizza. So then her parents were like, that's literally our dinner. And they were like, do we have to like get them food? So then they made trays of like chicken nuggets and fries, and they brought those downstairs, and I had that, and that was great because I was starving. Literally anything tastes good when you're starving. So that was really fun. So that was junior prom, and then now we're going on to senior prom. So for senior prom, none of Evan's friends wanted to go because they're losers. No, I'm just kidding. Love you, but you're losers. Okay. So the only person who did go is Anthony, but sadly Anthony goes to my school and Evan does not go to my school. So we had the prom on the same day as friends, but we didn't go to the same place. So we took pictures together in the beginning, but that was it. And then David and Daniel didn't do it. Chris didn't do it. So we were sat at a random table. I mean, the people we sat with were super nice, but that was, yeah. And then Evan is still waiting on driving his car because he needs a registration. So we had to drive his dad's Prius to prom. So that was fun. Little tiny Prius. But literally, his dad wants a pickup truck, but he has a Prius right now. They're literally the complete opposites, but whatever. So yeah, so we drove the Prius to prom, and then when we got there, we went up to the first. It was like super confusing because like the entrance was like off to the side. So we went into like a door, and we were like, wait, no, this is definitely not the entrance, because we just like walked into a random room and nobody was in there, and we were like, oh yeah, no, this is not right. So we went to the front, and I saw my uncle. Fun fact, my uncle is the vice principal of his school. If you know what school I'm talking about, my uncle is the vice principal. So I can get you in trouble. No, I can't. That's literally not a thing. But yeah. So I said hi to him and stuff, and then we went inside, and this venue was much bigger, which like is expected because it's senior prom. But it was like there were 3 rooms. Well, no, there was a lobby, a like dance floor and cocktail hour area, and then a patio, and then a huge dining room, like with all the tables and stuff. And it was just so nice. It was so pretty. So we danced around. I mean, we didn't know too many people, so we just kind of like stuck together, took some pictures, had fun. It was still fun. And then we went and we ate. Their food was actually pretty good. So their food, you had to order what you wanted. And honestly, like, I'm more of like a chicken nuggets and fries gal. So I didn't order anything for myself. So I just had Evan do it for me because I was like, I don't know what the heck these things even are. Like, there were 4 options, and I didn't even know what they were. So I was like, just like pick one for me, and I just won't eat it. And then he ended up getting me the lemon chicken, and I was like, oh wait, this is kind of good. Like, I didn't really eat the lemon chicken. I ate like literally one bite of the lemon chicken, and then there was a baked potato, and I ate that. I ate the whole thing. So that was good. And then at the end, they had ice cream. So like, if anybody ever asks me if I want ice cream, I will never, ever, 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 ever turn it down. I will always go for ice cream. By the way, a little shout out, Emma, you are my food best friend. So me and Emma go out to, so whenever me and Emma hang out, we get food. She's my food buddy. If I ever want to go out to eat food, I can literally just text her and be like, want to go get food? And she's like, yeah. Like, it's never a no with us. We're always eating. But that's okay, because eating is good. Yeah, so that happened, and then Evan went to so we went to CVS after because his phone died, and his dad has that really has nothing to do with it. His dad has a Samsung. So since his dad has a Samsung, he didn't have any Apple chargers in his car. So Evan couldn't use his phone to get home. So, and like contact his friends and his parents to let them know that we're alive. So we went into a CVS that was like literally down the block, and he went in. I sat in the car and waited because I had my like big ass dress on and heels, and he went in and he came out with a MacBook adapter, and I was like, baby, this doesn't plug into your phone. I was like, this is not the right thing. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, this plugs into a MacBook, like this is just an adapter. And he was like, oh no, because he was looking through the whole thing to see what would be the cheapest and stuff, and I guess he just didn't realize. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go in with you, we'll fix it. So I went in and I found one on the $12 rack, and ended up being like $30. Why the hell would you pay $30 for a charger? But anyways, I went up to the lady at the cash register, and I was like, so basically he got the wrong one. Can we exchange this? And she was like, yeah, but you owe blah, 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 because it was more money than the other one. But we didn't know that when we were exchanging it because it was on the wrong shelf. So yeah. So then, yeah, we got that. And it also, like, we had a problem with the windshield at one point because it wouldn't defog. So there was that. That wasn't really fun. It took a while to defog, to be honest with you. And plus, like, we were still learning how to even, like, use the car. So we were just pressing random buttons, too. Because, like, it's, like, way different than any other car. So, like, we were, like, just pressing random shit. So maybe something would happen. Yeah, and then after he went to his prom house, I unfortunately wasn't allowed to go because I'm a junior. But I will be going next year. So I'm excited. And when, we're not breaking up. When we are still together next year, he can come to my prom house, and then it'll be all fun and good. Yeah. So yeah, that was my 2 proms. I hope you enjoyed me talking about them. I hope that if you had a prom recently, then you had a ton of fun and took lots of pictures. And I hope you have an amazing day. a wonderful rest of your week and an amazing night if it's nighttime near you. I really don't know what time you're watching this. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification button to know every time I post. Peace out.